Hello everyone, you alright? Red Pill Phil. I hope you're liking and resonating with the channel. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. This is a video that I must admit I'm going to get no enjoyment out of doing or talking about. Coincidentally, sometime last week, I was looking through the comment section on one of my last uploads, and I think it was a lady that had just stated about goings on that had gone on at Speaker's Corner. And also she mentioned within the comment and how divisive it was. Now, I've not watched any of this stuff, so it got me interest. I had a look. I think the footage she was referring to was Richard Imman, Simon Sideways, Danny Thomas, James Goddard was down reclaiming Speaker's Corner. So I looked at it. Not for me to make a decision, I just know optically it did not look good. So who's right, who's wrong, it's not for me to say, I'm just saying what I seen and how it didn't look good. From that footage, it then got me thinking of all different types of footage that has gone on at Speaker's Corner over the past few months, including footage of my own, whether it be Tan, whether it be the footage when I was there, whether it be the footage of Callum and Jedi, all the ramifications on whatever demographic, even stuff that's been going on within the Muslim community down there as well. So I thought to myself, well, this is all divide and conquer. We're all divided, we're all splitting each other up, and the fight is easy for the people that are perpetrating it on us. It's a psychological warfare. It's working. It's breaking everyone up into separate groups, so no one's actually getting together to actually fight and move forward because they're too busy fighting over minutiae details. So I thought, right, I'll throw all this in the video editor to kind of collate a video about divide and conquer. I was looking through, I've not even thrown my own footage in, and there was so much footage in there that I sat back and thought, what have I bloody done? I've got so much in there, how the hell am I going to make sense of all this, editing it down and blah blah blah. I thought, bloody hell, you've set yourself up a right task. Then I got told about a stream that was filmed at the Old Bailey, Tommy Robinson's trial just gone. It was filmed by John Lawrence and it was put out on Facebook. I looked at the footage and you know the first thing I thought? This is probably the best footage I could show to illustrate divide and conquer. This takes precedent over everything. Never mind it was a betrayal. Never mind that I've never said anything negative towards John, but this was divide and conquer. This is exactly the point I'm making. There's a conversation that happens in the stream quite early on. I will try and put the link up for the stream in the description box. So this is all emanating around the Old Bailey. John's walking round live streaming. He's getting plaudits by people as he's walking round. Fair play, he's a lovely chap. Then one lady asks him, where's Red Pill Phil? Then it changes. So I'm going to show the video, but there's parts of the conversation that are inaudible. I've tried to segment that and I've tried to boost the audio. It's still not totally clear. I've got a very good set of studio grade closed back headphones at home. I've listened to it a few times with the headphones on, and there's a little bit more that comes out, but there's still a bit that's inaudible, so there's not a lot I can do. What I did hear was quite chilling, and it made me very surprised that why is Red Pill Phil being vilified when I can hear what I can hear. So I've done a transcript And what I beg anyone to do, go back, listen to the footage. If you've got a good set of headphones, close back, or even if not, you know, close them to your ears and see if I'm right. I'm not going to write words down that I did not hear. I'm not trying to make anything of this other than what I could clearly hear was stated. So, in the transcript, my transcript, I've denoted the lady who does identify herself, but I'm not interested in identifying her, only a face, not a name, but she does identify herself. For the sake of this transcript, I'm going to identify her as W for woman, okay? For John's response, or for John's interjections, I'm going to put J for John, okay? So this is how I perceived what had gone on. Woman, I wanted to ask you, Red Pill Phil, where has he gone? John, right, which implies that he's ready. He's been waiting for someone to say something. I might be wrong, but I can read between lines. Most people can. Right, we call him Blue Pill Phil. So we implies a collective, okay? So obviously, same again. This is not something he's just derived over 2 minutes ago. This is something that's been brewing. And I've been saying this, and I've not been reacting, but I've been saying it. There's a lot of witch hunting, a lot of daggers. So, woman, oh, so it's not Red Pill Phil anymore. Bless her, because naively she doesn't know what he's actually talking about. But that bless will be redacted later on in the transcript, okay? John, no, because he's gone off Tommy. Okay? Not that I've decided not to do marches. I've not done any of it. I've removed myself from the echo chamber. I've told people who was doing that. This is not all about one person. This is about the whole fight. I've seen a sentiment brewing that I don't like the look of. It's only in a trace small amount, but it is still there. I don't want to be associated with it. And to a degree, I feel my platform could be utilised in a more positive, constructive way, trying to help what's going on. Hence me doing what I'm doing with Survivors Matter, which I must admit I'm thoroughly enjoying. I'm finding it very satisfying and it's giving them a platform. I don't see too many other people doing it. So that's my way of thinking. This all ain't about one person. John comes from Oldham, now lives in the Manchester area. John's never covered a Survivors Matter. And I'm not knocking him. He does what he does, I do what I do. I'm not going on live streams criticising him because he's not at a Survivors Matter or anybody else. I can see that people are paying attention to certain things and other things are getting overlooked, when in reality, as far as I'm concerned, the plight of the other things is just as important, if not more important, than what else is going on. But that is my opinion, and I've not bragged about it, I've not made a big deal about it, I've just sidestepped and started emphasising that. So, woman, seriously? Meaning, he's gone off Tommy, seriously? John, he doesn't like the marches. He thinks people throw bottles at the gates is too violent. No, I think that's totally positive. And I think that is going to sell the message to the wider public, external from the echo chamber, that this movement is a safe movement to be in. And my God, from the strength of that, I am now going to join the next march. No, I totally get your point, John. Totally get your point. Fucking brilliant idea, throwing bottles, getting all angry. shouting how is a pedo. Yeah, great, do it. I'm not telling you not to do it. I've tried to give subtle hints over months about how it does not look good, how you're always going to get your arse spanked in the media for doing it, how you're always going to be perceived as the far right for doing it. But if you want to do it, you go and do it. I don't mind. Woman. But people are stressed. They can't help themselves. I can help myself. The predominantly positive people within most of the marches can help themselves. We're only talking about a minority here. So I do not have to advocate what the minority want to do because they can't control their emotions. I do not. The other positive people, which is in the majority of marches, do not. So I'm the bad guy because I decide to go, that's not very clever. You can put your spin on that all you want, but common sense says its own story. Woman, she can't believe that I've gone off Tommy supposedly, so she re-emphasises, Red Pill Phil. John, honestly, it's Blue Pill Phil. So he's determined to discredit and just rip me apart. For what reason? When all I'm doing is trying to do other things. I don't want to be in the echo chamber. There's many negative things about it. At the same time, there's many positive things about it. But me personally, I want my platform to be about actually helping people. I don't see being in the echo chamber is actually helping for me at this moment in time. To a lot of degree, it's playing into the divide and conquer. Me having to do this now, when I've got fucking work to do, is playing into the divide and conquer. The whole video that I was doing was about divide and conquer. The irony is uncanny. It is ridiculous. The gift that keeps on giving. And it gets better. It gets fucking better. So that was John. Honestly, it's Blue Pill Phil. Gone off Tommy. So that's all he can say. So for that, I deserve it. Right? Not that I'm carrying on doing other shit. No, I deserve it. Woman, how could you go off Tommy? John, he thinks Phil wants silent marches and all that lot. Tommy's aren't silent marches. Woman, no they're not. Woman, we want a revolution. John, yeah, I do as well. John, he always wants silent, but I don't me. I want pushing and shoving. To which someone external, a third party, actually says in the background, shoving, meaning me. Or at least that's how I perceive it, because she was using the word he was using, and she got a lot of jolly out of knowing that she'd used that very word, but in order to slap me with as well. She's never spoke to me, but now because he said what he said about me, boom, I'm the bad guy. Blame the bad guy. There's got to be a bad guy. Woman, so do I. This is in reference to pushing and shoving. This is where it gets funky now, because this is where I had to put a pair of closed back studio grade headphones on. And I only caught the first, what are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words, and then it gets to a point where it is inaudible, okay? I want to smash fucking cunts' faces. That's what I heard. Then it gets to a point I can't hear it, okay? Then she comes back. It's like the microphone moves closer or she gets close. I don't know what had happened, but she come back and she said, I want it all to kick off, right? So I'm the fucking bad guy. Red pill Phil, blue pill Phil. But yet, John's privy to this conversation and she's all sweet and light. But I'm still the fucking bad guy. And I've said none of this. I don't want any of this. My mentality is more Martin Luther King. Call me naive, but I do feel positivity will over and outweigh negativity. That's my personal opinion. And I felt the early days of the movement when I joined, I felt it was going all right. And then something happened and it all changed. So that's my view. Then, woman, we're not. Now, I'm assuming she says we're not, as in, we're not live, are we? You're not recording. Because listen to her voice. It's all there. I'm not creating any of this. This is only what I heard. We're not. Be quiet, she then says. John, don't record this, what I just said. I shit you not. Go and have a listen. So at that point, there's a little bit of a pause. John knows now. She's dropped a bollock. And he's saying fuck all. But he's obviously saying something to her. Now, whether it be through facial gestures or whispering, I don't know. But he's alerting her that, yeah, I'm recording. So the next thing she says is it? To which John replies, yeah. Then there's a gap. And then it sounds like John then starts talking to someone else. Because he knows. Yeah? Even though he'd done what he'd done, he knows. Just after the honk, you hear the woman come back and go, see you later, John. She fucked off because she now knew she'd dropped the biggest bollock of all. Oh, right. But you know what? The truth come out. You got caught live on tape. John got caught live on tape, not only trying to discredit me, but advocating his own set of revolution, but stood beside someone who wants to go even further and not having fuck all to say about it. This is a man that later on in the stream gives his own phone number out in order to get an interview from a guy that was external from the march. You can't fucking write this shit. He gave his own mobile number out whilst filming live on a stream. I'm not fucking Einstein, but that ain't the smartest thing to do, is it? For so many different reasons. You don't know who you can fucking trust in this movement. Him being one of them. Now, I've still got tons of respect for the guy. I wish him all the luck in the world, and I don't wish anything negative to come on to his shoulders because of this. I've just got a right to reply when someone's shoving the fucking dagger in my back. But unwittingly, he's also given me more that tells me that I made the right decision to come out of this marching. Unfortunately, what I will say, it's still not the majority of sentiment within the march. There's plenty of people that are stuck in between people that are feeling like this. For all various reasons, I get your anger. But there's people who just want to go about it in a positive way, but stand side by side with you. They're the ones that I am worried about. These hardliners, there's fuck all I can do about them. There's nothing that's going to stop them. Their mind's made up. So this woman, she wants to smash fucking faces. Say it all does kick off. Is she going to be in the front line? Or is she going to then sink back while all the guys are getting their heads smashed in with batons and getting run over by police horses? So the only bit of advice I'd give to these two guys and anyone else wanting this is be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And when you do, it's going to be indiscriminate, because it's not only you, It's going to cause a divide and conquer. So you're going to get innocent people getting dragged out of taxis, dragged out of shops, battered in playgrounds. It's going to be backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. The police will have full justification to bring forth the police state. I regard this as a self-fulfilling prophecy. You don't want it to happen, but unwittingly, the actions that you're doing is bringing it even closer at a faster pace. And that's the way I see it. And that's why I want fuck all to do with it. I've got all the positivity in the world for marches going forward. I hope they do a good job and I hope they get the message out in a positive way. I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing. I might take more shit, but anyone who wants to call me Blue Pill Phil, you call it me, I don't mind. Being blue pilled, wanting to go and help people with the platform that I've got. This is Red Pill Phil. Loving you all. Even the pissing haters.